Let us solve this radical equation. Square root of x plus 7 minus x equals 5. To solve this radical equation, follow this process. Keep only the radical expression on one side and take all other terms to the other side. To do that here, we add x to both sides of the equation. That gives you square root of x plus 7 is equal to 5 plus x, which can also be written as x plus 5. The negative x and the positive x add up to give you 0. Once you set it up this way, you can get rid of the radical, which is the square root, by squaring both sides. Since this is a square root, we square both sides of the equation. If it was a cube root, we will be cubing both sides of the equation. So now we have square root of x plus 7, the whole square, is equal to x plus 5, the whole square. So when I say square both sides, please see that I wrap up the left-hand side and square it. Same way I wrap up the right-hand side and square it. Now the left-hand side gives you just x plus 7. The square root and the square bring the radicand out of the radical sign. And on the other side, we try to expand it by writing x plus 5 times x plus 5 and then FOIL it. So we have x plus 7 is equal to, when I FOIL the right hand side, I will get x squared plus 10x plus 25. This now is a polynomial equation to be solved. Recall that to set it up well for solving, we take all terms to one side and keep only 0 on the other. In order to do that, we subtract x and subtract the 7 from both sides of the equation. That would give us a 0 on the left hand side, and on the right hand side we have x squared plus 9x plus 18. Now we are supposed to solve this equation. So we look for ways to factor the right hand side. That's a trinomial with lead coefficient 1. I don't see any number in front of x squared, which means it is 1 in front of x squared. So the coefficient of x squared is 1. Lead coefficient is 1. So using the factoring strategy, we know that we got to look for two numbers that will multiply to give the constant term c, which is 18, and add up to give the coefficient of x, b, which is 9. By trial and error factoring of 18, we find that 3 and 6 are the two numbers that will multiply and give 18 and add up to give you 9. Once we have found these numbers, we try to write the right hand side in factored form as x plus 3 times x plus 6. And on the left hand side we have the 0. Zero product principle says that a times b is 0 only when either a is 0 or b is 0. Using this principle, we have either x plus 3 is 0 or x plus 6 is 0. So we write x plus 3 is 0 or x plus 6 is 0. Try to solve these. We get x is negative 3 and x is negative 6. Found these solutions, we have to check whether they are truly solutions by plugging in the original equation. So let us now check if negative 3 is a solution by plugging into the equation. Negative 3 plus 7 minus negative 3 is equal to 5. Simplify this. We have square root 4 plus 3 equals 5. Negative of negative gives you plus. Square root 4 gives 2 plus 3 equals 5, which means 5 is 5, and that is a true statement. When it is a true statement, we know that negative 3 is a solution of the given equation. Let's try to do the same thing for x equals negative 6 by plugging in the equation. So plug negative 6 for x plus 7 minus negative 6 equals 5, and simplify that. We have square root 1 plus 6 equals 5, which further gives you 1 plus 6 equals 5, and that is 7 equals 5. And we know that is a false statement. Since we got false statement, we know that negative 6 is not a solution for the given equation. So, as our concluding statement, we say x equals negative 3 is the solution of the given radical equation square root x plus 7 minus x equals